Well, those were pictures of our flowers up front. This is our garden in the back. We have some flowers up front, and then I used to have this grass all the way around the backside, but I cut it down to just this one little spot because we wanted more veggies. So that's my carrots down in there, and that's cucumbers. And then in the middle here is all beans. And you can see a couple of straggler tomato plants here. Those are actually from seeds from last year from tomatoes that, you know, dropped into the garden. And these are my tomato plants. You can see I've got some tomatoes growing now. This is Sweet 100s, early girls, and Sweet 100s on the other side. And back there, you can see all my raspberry bushes. I just love raspberries. You can see some Sweet 100s almost getting ready there. I have a parsley plant here, and then I have 2 rows of onions planted here, and more parsley. And then there's some more onions over in there. And I'm not going to walk through this jungle because I don't want to ruin anything, so I walk around the other side. But this is all raspberries here. And then this is my trash, and these trees hide the trash cans from the neighbors. And then this is more raspberries over here. More raspberries. Yeah. Years ago, where I live, Pepin Woods told me to plant these bushes, or trees, so I wouldn't have to look at the neighbors' junk. Because I have some neighbors that kind of collect junk. And they told me they couldn't do anything about it. So they said, well, you can plant some trees or bushes. So they came out and they showed me where I could plant my trees. And when I first planted them, they were only like that high. So this is about, boy, this is probably getting close to maybe 10 years of growth. Yeah, and then I have more onions. You can hardly see them. There's a row on this side between the beans and the garden. I bought this windmill on my way to Michigan. I don't know, I just wanted to break up the trip when I was driving back and forth, taking care of my dad up in Chassell, Michigan. And I stopped at a farm store in Hayward, and I saw this for like 85 bucks, so I thought, you know what, I gotta buy this. And since I've installed it, you know, I had to put some new bolts in it because the bolts were rusting up and everything, but it sure has lasted nice. And then it's staked down into the ground in order to hold it. It just makes my scene though. You know, I wanted to have a garden with like a farm scene, and I think it all comes together. Not a wind blowed the flag. I'll have to straighten that out again. And then I think my wood pile adds to it. So yeah, I think that's a great scene. There, I fixed my flag. Yeah, pretty happy. So a few years back now, Diane and I made these shutters. And if you're interested in how to make these things, we made a video of it too. Yep. And then the deck needed some attention then too. So I think before we made the shutters, we went ahead and we repaired our deck and restained it. And now this year, I just went around and touched it up again Wasn't much wrong with the railings. Wasn't much wrong with the railings. Had to touch up around the bottom because, especially the stairs, because you wind up kicking it and everything, and the stairs take a beating. So I refinished the deck surface, you might say again, and it's an opaque stain. And it's just a shade off from the shutters because we wanted a little bit of contrast. Then I changed the lights, and we picked up a new Home Sweet Home sign because the old one was getting faded. And you see that quilt square up there? Diane and I sat down one winter and we made about 20 of them. I think we still have about 10 of them left. We were selling them for a while, and we put that up there just as a test to see how long it would last. And boy, that thing's about 12 or 13 years old. It's my flowers in the front of the house. I need to trim my bushes, and this grass will grow up about, oh, maybe a foot up past the bottom sill of the window. And then this is another one of those quilt chairs, quilt squares that Diane made. Both of us worked on some of them, but I think she made the most of them. I think it really adds to the house. You know, she's a quilty lady. Yeah. So this side here, this side's kind of plain. There's only 2 windows on this side, but we put shutters on these windows too. And then the back door, I replaced that. I have a video on that too. That took a lot of work. I had to cut the door down to fit it in there. You have a real limited choice of doors for mobile homes, unless you want to ruin the integrity of the wall structure to put it in. So this is what it looks from the back side, and I wash it. Every 2 years I wash it faithfully. Just wanted to say hi, how you all doing, and this is what's happening in my neck of the woods.